The study seems to most seriously diverge from the facts by asking the reader to believe the CIA withheld information from the executive branch and Congress. We'd like to see that removed from the report.
After the photos of Abu Ghraib came out in 2004, Deputy Director McLaughlin appeared before Congress in front of you and said the CIA is not authorized to do anything like what you've seen in those photos. But what they were doing was even worse. Then in 2005, Senator Rockefeller called for a review of the program, and the Deputy Chief of Counterterrorism got nervous where that might lead. So he sent a message to senior leadership discussing the need to manage the situation. He said, we either get out and sell, or we get hammered. Congress reads it, cuts our authorities, messes up our budget. We need to make sure the impression of what we do is positive. This is the Deputy Chief of Counterterrorism.
That all stays in.
We fundamentally disagree with the assertion that the program was poorly managed and executed, and that unqualified officers imposed brutal conditions, used unapproved techniques, and were rarely held accountable.
What about Mitchell and Jessen?
Mitchell's PhD thesis was on diet and exercise for controlling hypertension. Jessen's dissertation was on family therapy, something called family sculpting, where you make clay figures of your family members.
No,
they had
how much
no
were they
experience in
paid?
real-world interrogations. No science to back up their claims. They were allowed to assess the effectiveness of their own program without providing any scientific evidence.
How much in total did the U.S. taxpayers give them for their work?
Over $80 million.
The agency also disagrees that the detention and interrogation program did not produce unique intelligence that disrupted plots and saved lives. For instance, the identity of Jose Padilla, the dirty bomber. If we hadn't stopped Padilla, this entire area would be radioactive today.
Jose Padilla! Padilla found the instructions for his dirty bomb online. In an article entitled, "Making and Owning an H-Bomb is the kind of challenge real Americans seek." It says, fill 2 buckets with uranium and swing them above your head as fast as possible. It was a joke. As far as we can tell, everything they attribute to EITs they already had, from other sources, from foreign governments, from other methods. They claim they saved lives, but what they really did was make it impossible to prosecute a mass murderer like KSM, because if what we did to him ever came out in a court of law, the case is over. The guy planned 9/11, and instead of going to jail for the rest of his life, the CIA turned him into a recruiting tool for a war we're still fighting.
Stop meeting with them. This is a remarkable document you've created, truly. It will provide an enduring history, whether it comes out or not.
What does that mean, whether it comes out or not? What does she mean? What does that mean? We've been working on this thing for nearly 5 years.
Yes, and it is still our word against theirs. She's gonna need more than that.